Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have here a clutch actuator from a 2012 Toyota Yaris that is not engaging in any gear and is throwing the DTC code p0900. As you can see, this is the actuator, and I am going to take it apart to see why it is not working when I feed it with 12 volts. So in order to do that, we will need a Phillips head screwdriver and a 10mm socket, also a 5 Allen key. With the Phillips head screwdriver, we will remove the clutch position sensor carefully. After removing all the 10mm bolts, we pry the case open. Just be careful with that yellow spring there, since there is a bit of energy stored in it. When we remove the motor, we can see all of that carbon powder that is conductive and will create a short circuit. Just note that all of this is much easier with two hands. We will then check the brushes and replace them if needed, which in this case these are at about 60%, so no need to change these yet. After inspecting this, I'm starting to think that all of that brush powder was the culprit of the short circuit in the motor. Make sure to note where everything went when disassembling it. Just take a picture or just follow this video. The hardest part when putting everything back together is actually putting the cover back on. But we do have two dowels to align, but because of the spring and the energy stored in it, we will have to fiddle a little, but well, it's actually not so bad. back and make sure that the position sensor is in its place properly set. After all of that, we will feed 12 volts to the motor and see if it moves. Just keep in mind that if you feed it one way, it will move one way. If you feed it the other way, it will move the other way. This white wire is not indicated for the amount of amps that this motor requires in order to work, but it's just for testing purposes, so it will be okay. As you can see, it is now moving in, and if I change the orientation of the feed, it will move out as it should, even with this small gauge wire. Let me just give you a better view on this working motor. Now all it's left to do is to put the actuator back in the car. I don't have the car here in my shop, but I will post in the description of this video the feedback from the customer, whether it worked or it didn't. I'm pretty sure it will work because I've tried giving it feed with 12 volts prior to disassembling it, and it wasn't moving at all. Not inwards or outwards, it wasn't moving at all. So I'll post in the description the feedback. In this plug, the control module will feed the power to the motor, and it will get its feedback about where the actuator is from this other plug, which is the position sensor. So it will tell the control module whether you are engaging the clutch or disengaging the clutch. So yeah guys, hopefully this video will help someone. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button if it helped you. So yeah guys, I see you in the next video.